Hi, it's John Villarreal of Conservative Media, and we've got Paul Villarreal on the phone right here. We have explosive footage here that, frankly, we just took at this Manteca event, Memorial Day weekend event. So at this event, basically, we had a situation where we saw something that, in our opinion, looked really, really wrong. I'll let the video speak for itself, because it does. After we shot that, people went up to Brad Gehring, and according to him, from what he told me, that he promised that we wouldn't put this video out. Now, I had a huge problem with that, because nobody can make a promise for CNN or what our footage is. That isn't right. That's not his judgment to make. That's not his promise to give. That's number one. But because I like Brad and I want to try to do him a solid, I was willing to suck it up. Maybe. I was going to think about it. I was going to try to suck it up. Not only did this footage speak for itself clearly, but John Haida was shooting there, and he'll back all this thing up as a witness. After that, we're near the stage, whatever like that. Two gentlemen came up to me that were part of the event. One guy, maybe about 6'3", 6'4", tan guy. I think he was bald or balding or something like that, whatever. Basically rolls up on me and starts accusing me of, if I remember this correctly, did you assault that woman? Did you assault that woman? That's the guy right there. And the other guy, so the other guy, you know, older gentleman, you know, blue event staff with little, you know, Bluetooth thing on, said, oh, did you assault that woman? I'm like, what woman? I mean, what is that? Did you assault that woman? You know, like, there's only 10,000 people here, number one. Number two, I didn't assault anybody. And then we go back and forth like that. And you know what I'm talking about. And, you know, that woman. Like, what woman? And then the other guy is like, well, now you're playing games with me. No, I'm just happen to be like a super genius and a Berkeley trained lawyer. And kind of facts matter and specificity matters. And I want to know, what are you accusing me of that I know I didn't even do? That way I can refute you that much quicker. Now, two people from the Gehring campaign were there as witnesses as well. Justine Dodds and Maria Klingenfuss. So they both witnessed this. And the guy's like, oh, I was there, I witnessed it. Now, I don't remember seeing this guy ever before. I did not remember seeing him on the scene. I bet John Haida and everyone else didn't see him on the scene. And importantly, he's nowhere to be found in this video whatsoever. So I don't know what he thinks he witnessed. And if he witnessed it and he saw it, why can't you tell me who it was? So I just said you mean you mean when I was interviewing the person that was trying to take my microphone? Is that the woman? Something like that. Well, you do it again, you're going to be kicked out or something like that. And so this goes back and forth. It's not even super material. But the point is, I'm like, look, I'm a lawyer. You know, I'm in a public place, at a public event, taking footage, and doing some reporting. I have a perfect right to do it. You want to fight about it in court? We can do it. And then as soon as the guy in the blue heard that, oh, no. And the other guy, I don't care if you're a lawyer, I'll kick you out right now, or something like that. And I'm like, good, we'll settle it in court. That's not a problem. You know, well, I got the footage. Let's go. And then one guy, the other guy pulled that guy out. Now then, you know, we did our thing, whatever like that. It was a wonderful event. And other than that and the footage we're going to show you here, we had a fantastic time. Great people there. Spoke to the crowd. You know, did the Memorial Day thing. Talked to some Gold Star veterans. I mean, we just a fantastic time. We've been really happy to put all this footage up, and we're pleased with the people in Central Valley. And everyone was extremely nice and receptive. And this was just an odd thing. You know, I still was going to try to keep it cool with Brad because he made that promise. I wanted to do him a solid, even though it was, you know, but I wasn't feeling that good about it. I asked Brad for some other things in return and you know, whatever, because obviously, you know, this is putting my name and reputation on the line. So then, basically, I have been alerted several sources today that on various sources, one of which is Facebook, and we will link to some of these links, that people were lying about what had happened, mischaracterizing stuff, calling us thugs, saying we verbally assaulted, blah blah blah, and all that. I mean, you can see for yourself. It's unbelievable. One of these people, I believe, Kim. What's her last name, Paul?
It is Paragoris.
Okay, Paragoris was saying some really inflammatory things that are, in our opinion, flat out wrong. And we're going to link to those posts so you can examine for yourself. I mean, it's just shocking. I believe she's involved with the official San Joaquin Republican Party, and also is head of some Tea Party of Lodi, or somehow affiliated with them or something like that. Now, what's also important that you should know about that relates to some of this other stuff is, they said they were communicating with David Harmer's campaign. He got on the stuff, this, that, whatever. So just remember that as far as our other video is concerned, because what it shows is clearly, obviously, Harmer's campaign, or David Harmer himself, knew exactly about this event. They had lots of signs there, if you were to believe what the San Joaquin Republican Party said in this video that we're going to show you. And yet, all the other candidates, Tony Amador, Elizabeth Emkin, and Brad Gehring, were there. And Brad Gehring and his team were there for most of the day. And David Harmer wasn't. So David Harmer chose not to be there, and chose not to send a representative that we saw or heard about, and they were never announced if they were there. So there you go. So think about that. Now, without further ado, we want to show you this footage. It is shocking. There's a lot of people that owe us and the Gehring campaign, us, me, John D. Villarreal, and Conservative Media, and the Gehring campaign, a strong apology and a retraction immediately, and we will release this footage to the news media.
John Villarreal, Conservative Media. Now, we're here doing a little investigation about what's happening. This is the San Joaquin Republicans, and I'm seeing a lot of David Harmer signs here. I got one, I got two, I got three, I got David Harmer #1, I only have one Brad Gehring sign here, and we actually have footage, a picture of this booth with no Brad Gehring signs whatsoever. Ma'am, who are you?
I'm Mary, and Brad just gave
Who are you, Mary?
Brad just gave me this sign, and I'm very happy to put them out, but I just got them today.
Well, who are you? Who do you represent?
I'm with the San Joaquin Republican Party.
So isn't the Republican Party supposed to be unbiased before a primary is actually conducted? In other words, you're not supposed to actually pick favorites before we actually have the primary set out.
Calm down, you're okay. Don't get excited. It's all right.
I'm asking you a question.
I am. Yes, we're unbiased. I put out all the candidates' brochures that they give me. If I have it, I put it out.
You have no Carly Fiorina signs or brochures?
He never gave me any.
What about Tom Campbell?
He never gave me any. I contacted all the candidates, and I make sure that they know if I want brochures and information, whatever they have, to put in my booth. And if they don't give it to me, I can't.
So as the San Joaquin Republican Party, you do not have any material for the guy that's running for Congress or the other, like Elizabeth Emkin, or where's her sign? Where's her sign? Where's Elizabeth Emkin's sign? Does she have a sign? Where's her sign?
One.
So you don't have this as a Republican Party? What kind of job is the Republican Party doing in San Joaquin?
If the candidates give it to me, I'm very happy to display it. Very happy.
But you don't have it. So
tell you what, you contact them, tell them please get it to me, because I've asked them, and if they give it to me, I will display it.
So 1 week before the primary, you don't have Elizabeth Emkin signs, or Brad Gehring signs, or Tony Amador signs, and you're the San Joaquin Republican Party? That's a joke. But you don't have their signs. 1 week before the primary, you don't have anyone's signs except for David Harmer. You've got a lot of David Harmer signs, a lot of Chuck DeVore signs.
If the candidates give it to me,
we have footage. We have a picture where there was nine up here before.
We didn't have one. I represent this booth.
Because Gehring never brought his by.
But don't you think that's weird? Are you maybe doing a bad job as the San Joaquin Republican Party?
I've contacted, ask Brad. I've asked him for stuff, and he makes sure I'm supplied with all the literature. But if he got yard signs, he never gave me any until today.
But why wouldn't the San Joaquin Republican Party have the signs of the candidates that are running in the primary? Especially when we have a big booth here at a huge event. Like, how does that happen?
I have them, and
how did David Harmer know about this and get you all these signs?
He made sure it got to me. I asked each and every candidate. Ask the candidates. Ask them. Ask Brad.
Where's Sarah Bleichert?
I don't know where she's at.
How come David Harmer, who supposedly wants these votes, not here?
I'm sorry. If you want to enjoy our booth and look at the little...
Oh, I'm enjoying the booth. I think it's great. I think the booth is great. I see David Harmer, and I see David Harmer, and I see David... If you don't know me, you're really out of the mix. You see David Harmer, and I don't see a lot of Brad Gary. I don't see Elizabeth Emkin. I don't see Tony Amador anywhere here. I'm concerned about this, and we need to look into it, and we will, conservative new media viewers.